everybody.
Hello.
My name is Darren.
I'm Graham.
And I have seen the masterpiece that you have not.
Go on.
The Mechanic 2 Resurrection. Oh, come on now. Maybe it wasn't a masterpiece.
I bet it was a masterpiece. I bet it was. Because Statham, can't do no wrong. You know, he gets gold everywhere apart from when he dives.
Yeah. Except at the Commonwealth.
And you know, he's just so watchable, isn't he?
Really? I thought that we were going to have a fight. I thought that you wouldn't be as big on Statham as me.
No, I love Statham.
Do you really?
I love Statham.
I love Statham.
I love him more because I love all of the transporters.
Even the third one.
Especially the third one.
The third one was awful.
Not the best. It's not the best, but
no,
I love it all the same.
No, I thought I liked him in the third one, but I thought it as a film was shit.
Yeah, no,
but
films are rubbish. But
no,
he is excellent.
Oh, you. No, so his films are brilliant, but the third one was rubbish.
Yeah.
And
I don't like him in Fast and Furious and stuff like
that. Fuck you. He's amazing in Fast and Furious as Deckard. Probably my favourite Deckard in all of cinema.
Imagine if I'd have said that, you would have actually slapped me.
Yeah, because you wouldn't have said it with the irony that I did. So you would have meant it. And you'd have meant it not even as a dig about Harrison Ford. You'd have said it oblivious to Blade Runner. So what's your favourite Jason Statham film then?
Probably Transporter.
The first one? Because the second one's better than the first one.
Possibly Mean Machine. Don't you dare, you know what I mean? Opinions.
Isn't that a Vinnie Jones movie?
Yes.
Also isn't a Statham movie?
Very much so.
So why is your favourite Jason Statham film a Vinnie Jones movie as opposed to any one of the many Jason Statham films?
I haven't seen The Bank Job. Is that any good?
It's alright.
Is it?
Yeah, it's not what I look for in a Jason Statham film because it made quite a lot of sense. You know, it's like based on a true story, so they had to stick to some degree to the facts, and he's obviously doing quite a straight performance, whereas I like it when he goes fucking mental.
So the correct answer here is Crank, obviously.
Well, I don't know. I mean, the Transporter movies, the first two are good. The Fast and Furious 7 is obviously good. Crank, obviously, like you say, 1, I haven't seen 2 because I hear it's a bit misogynist and everything. Not the first one wasn't, but, you know. I just haven't got around to the second one, but and who come? It's, you know, Lock, Stock and Snatch. That's Statham films.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, Lock, Stock, I suppose, Nick Moran's the main character, but, you know, he's there. I haven't seen The Mechanic, but I didn't feel I needed to see The Mechanic 2, Resurrection. I presume he died at the end of the first one, hence Resurrection, and they do kind of explain that. There's a bit at the beginning of Mechanic Resurrection where he goes to meet somebody and in a restaurant because he has to, or it's like an outdoors restaurant thing, and
because he has to.
I think she just reaches down under the table, and she does go for a gun in the end, but I don't know how he knew that. And as soon as she just reaches under the table, he shoves the table into her stomach and starts fucking laying into her.
Jesus.
And then and she's obviously got to fight in herself. It's not like nil by mouth.
Right. Okay.
And then suddenly all her bodyguards appear and start shooting at him, and he starts rolling over tables and behind bars and throwing fucking bottles and knives and all this shit. And it went from a conversation to that in about 3 seconds. And then he follows her, and then she gets on a ski lift. Oh no, I think he's running away. And they get onto the next ski lift, so he climbs out the ski lift and onto the top like fucking Roger Moore in The Spy Who Loved Me. And there's a paraglider flying under the ski lift.
Oh, I saw that on the advert.
Yeah, and he jumps off the ski lift onto the paraglider and sails down. That was the first 3 minutes. Where the fuck are we going from here? How would you top that?
Yeah. So who does it better then? Because obviously in Mission Impossible 5 or whatever it was, the opening itself was the end of the last job, wasn't it? And he was clinging onto the side of a plane, and you have to get Simon Pegg to open the doors, and it's all tense and stuff.
Well, I mean that's clearly the better movie by a mile.
Yeah, a country mile.
Yeah, a country mile.
Yeah, but so that's what I was like. So it's in that similar vein.
Well, I don't didn't actually do that. Jump onto a paraglider.
Oh, Tom Cruise would have.
Yeah, Tom Cruise would have, whilst I think secretly hoping he'd miss, I think everything Tom Cruise does in movies is a suicide attempt.
If he makes some money off it, then go.
Well, Well, he's in short, isn't he? Anyway,
Casey Holmes get all the money. So is he still married to Casey Holmes?
No.
Or does money go to Casey Holmes, or would it go to Scientology?
They probably go to Scientology. I mean, he's got children, but I suspect it would go to Scientology.
Right. It's part of the contract, isn't it?
Yeah, probably. Anyway, so the film The Mechanic 2, I think Jason Statham died at the end of The Mechanic, which was a remake of a Charles Bronson movie.
Was it?
Yeah.
Was he a mechanic in it?
I don't know, I haven't seen either.
I imagine throwing spanners around and shit.
I don't know, probably. Maybe.
I haven't seen it.
No. Well, let's let's guess. Let's guess all this time.
Michael. I wowed my new workmates today with a little factoid. I said that Jackie Chan was spent 12 months in the womb.
Yeah. And that's why it's called Jackie Chan.
That's why.
Because that's Chinese.
Well, no, it's not.
For Cannonball. None of it's true, Graham. I lied about the whole story.
No, he got nicknamed by his parents. His parents, I know we're going on a bit of a digression here, but his parents actually got an offer from the doctor to sell Jackie Chan, the baby, to the doctor.
Right.
And
because the doctor had a daughter.
Because they couldn't afford the costs of giving birth. So he said, like, I'll buy the baby off you, and then you can pay for the costs of the birth. Anyway. It didn't go too far into the detail.
Why did the doctor want to buy the baby off them?
You don't ask.
How did they afford to have the baby when presumably they didn't sell? Well, or did they do it and then Jackie Chan came out and kicked the shit out of the doctor?
Yeah. Well, they started this. They just borrowed money after that because they wanted to keep the baby in the end. Anyway,
well, that was a good investment.
Well, yeah. Apparently, he stayed 10 months in the womb, which is the correct number. And
just to elaborate, there's an urban legend that I tell people as fact that Jackie Chan was in the womb for 12 months, and that's why it's called Jackie Chan, because it's Chinese for cannonball. So you're saying he was actually in
the womb for 10 months, and because of that, he was a big baby, and because he was a big baby, they nicknamed him Pow Pow. And I obviously don't know if that was the correct pronunciation or whatever, but that means cannonball in Chinese.
Right.
It's like P-A-U.
Right.
Pow Pow. And where was I going with that?
I don't know.
It doesn't matter, around.
Oh, little interlude there for random facts about Jackie Chan. You said you impressed your new co-workers.
Yeah, there.
Was that the end of it?
Yeah.
Oh. So the Mechanic 2 Resurrection is about...
We talked about Chinese... Oh, right. Oh, and then he came to America and then he worked on like a construction yard. And he was like... working with the main kind of boss there, and he was called Jack, so he was started to be known as Little Jackie, and that's how he got his name.
So where did Chan come from?
That's his real name.
Oh. So what's his real first name?
I don't know.
Pow Pow Chan.
Yeah. It was cannibal. I don't know his real name.
Nobody knows.
Nobody knows.
Except the doctor that disappeared
mysteriously. Yeah, he didn't buy the child, but he bought his name off him.
His first name is 12 yen. That's not racist. That's
I never said it was.
You looked at me and said that's not racist.
Yeah. Was that look, was it?
I think I don't know what numbers they use. I think 12 yen might be like they could have like 0.0 pennies, not 1 pennies. Anyway, so
Mechanic 2, Jason Statham.
So he died at the end of the first one, and some people that wanted to kill people for them have discovered that he's still alive, and they're going to blackmail him. You kill 3 people that I want dead, and I won't tell everyone you're still alive. Yeah. He says, "Go fuck yourselves." Runs away, jumps off onto the para thing, ends up on an island. Yeah, okay. Ends up on an island, and who's on that island?
Tyres.
No, Michelle Yeoh, who I saw in Morgan as well.
Oh, right.
The actress from... I love Michelle Yeoh. I would happily have her in every single film I ever watch. I love her.
Have her in every single film.
Oh, not like... Don't do that.
Don't cheapen it. Don't cheapen it.
Beyond the fact that she could kick the shit out of me.
Probably, yeah.
Anyway, so she's in it, and she's not. It's all there's literally no reason to have her do it. She's obviously just wanting money at this point, but it was nice to see.
No reason for hiring this woman.
Well, my point is that the role she's playing doesn't require the skills she has.
Right.
So fuck you. And speaking of people and skills, then Jessica Alba turns up.
Wow.
Yeah, because she's a good actress.
Yeah, she's been known to be called that.
Yeah, by liars. And anyway, she's sent there as bait to make Jason Statham fall in love with her. So they then kidnap her, and he does the 3 kills to rescue her. But she's being blackmailed to do it. She doesn't really want to do it, and he works that out pretty promptly.
Right.
And
but she does fall in love with him.
Statham says, "Why are you here?" And she goes, "I'm being blackmailed." And he goes,
being blackmailed
because I can't do 2 accents at the same time. And she said, which is also a problem with Statham's and she says, he says, "You're sent here as bait, aren't you? So I fall in love with you, and then they kidnap you, and then I have to do their jobs to rescue you." And she goes, "Yeah, that's the deal." And he goes, and then he sees the bad guys on a boat watching through binoculars.
His own binocular eyes.
Yeah, and he goes, "Quickly, grab my hand so they don't kill you right now." And so he grabs her hand. Anyway, they promptly fall in love after acknowledging that's the plan. She gets kidnapped. He has to do the 3 kills. Then he realizes, no, I won't do the 3rd one. I'll just kill the person who's making me do all the kills, and kills every single person working for that person, and then goes after them. So instead of killing 3 bad people, one of which is Tommy Lee Jones, He kills 2 bad people, a small army, and spoiler alert, maybe or maybe not the person who's making him do it anyway.
Right.
So Statham weighs up the options of not wanting to kill 3 people or 4 million. Goes to the 4 million.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, as far as Statham films go, it's the bottom end.
What?
It's not. Well, that's still very high.
Compared
to if other drivel like The Godfather or Citizen Kane or Vertigo.
He's got the time for them as well. It's just like watch something nice, short, and then brilliant.
Yeah, exactly. Like Jason Statham himself. Yeah. Nice, short, and brilliant. Although was it this film? I saw a thing where Jason Statham was up against one of those take your pictures once you've been caught things, and you've got the height.
Oh yeah, like a mugshot.
Yeah, he was just over 6 foot on that thing. I think it was about 5'7" in real life.
Yeah. They give him platforms in there.
Yeah.
In that station.
Anyway, so it's a bit rubbish, but Statham's got the charisma to make you watch it all the way through and enjoy it, and it's silly.
I said that at the start of this video. I said he's very watchable.
Yeah, he's very watchable.
Fun to watch.
Absolutely, it's kind of like he's very watchable,
and he's got some funny facial expressions as well.
He's looking old.
Is he?
With the close-ups on his face, you can see he's knocking on now.
He's not like Tom Cruise in that way either, is he?
Why? Is Tom Cruise still looking young?
Yeah.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not as young. Obviously, he's like 60 odd or something, but
don't know. Are we talking human years or idiot years?
Yeah, well.
Anyway, so that's the Mechanic 2 Resurrection. Anything else to say?
Nope.
Bye.
Bye.